Welcome to the Nomikai Podcast, everybody.
Hey.
I'm your guy, Q-Man, Quincy, Q-Dog, 007, Edenine, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And we're here today with my best friend,
Alex Xavier, Alex, Cherry Bomb, Cherry Pie, C-Team Be Emotionless, Savage, Stupid Ass Bitch, other names included.
Hey guys. So,
We are back, and we are going back to this weekly, of course, wonderful podcast because I need to build up my tolerance for alcohol because, well, things are going to be opening up again, and I need to be able to drink normal again and not like a bitch. At least for me. I've been really light on alcohol for a while.
you know what I just thought about? Do you have to clap for this camera?
I already clapped.
Okay, good.
I did it right when I turned it on and everything, and I was like, there we go. And, while I was waiting for you.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he had to build up a tolerance. I've basically kept up my tolerance.
You've been like casually drinking.
I've been casually drinking.
Yeah.
I usually finish off
you didn't go hard like
before.
Yeah.
I used to do I think a bottle every other day. Now I'm on like a bottle a week. So
yeah.
So I casually drink, every now and then, and I might have like a bottle of wine in that week as well. So
I practically have been at like a couple months. Like that's how light I've been really.
yeah. So he needed to get his tolerance back up before we started filming the Nomikai Podcast again.
Yep. And this week we're gonna be drinking some Jethro tea boots.
That's right, Jethro tea boots. Not
Yep.
Jethro boots. Jethro tea boots.
It is straight bourbon whiskey, Kentucky style, boy. So you know it's gonna be pretty decent.
Genuine sour smashed aged to perfection, crafted in the time-honored tradition, produced and bottled by the Legacy Distilling Co., Louisiana, Kentucky. 40% alcohol per volume, 700 milliliters.
Wait, how many proof? Did it say?
Let me get back to you on that, good buddy.
All right, and we're gonna be mixing it with A&W root beer because when you have a dark drink, you can't go wrong with some A&W root beer. It usually ends up doing fine, and it's usually strong enough to get rid of any nastiness that some drinks have. I'm not really a bourbon whiskey guy, to be honest, but I wanted to do something different. This is why I actually purchased this one because I often don't get bourbon whiskey. I tend to get something like gin. I somewhat starting to not like vodka that much. I still like vodka, just not as much as I used to. It usually makes my stomach feel weird now, and that might just be because
it's because of the potatoes. So the thing about potatoes is that they usually got a high amount of fiber.
Okay, yes, okay. So I didn't know if it had potatoes. Okay.
Yeah, so vodka usually has potatoes. So because
you're telling me that's why mine.
Yeah, so the thing is because vodka's made with potatoes are usually higher in starch and fiber.
Yeah.
It actually makes it so that if you actually drink more vodka, you'd actually shit more often. So that's probably why your stomach be feeling so.
That's
why it also is recommended that whenever you drink vodka, you definitely should eat. Like tequila, you can actually drink. You can actually have some on an empty stomach. And you
by yourself.
You'll
just vomit.
You might vomit a little bit if you have too much, but if you had like a drink or two, you'll be fairly fucked up, and you won't be feeling terrible.
I know with vodka, I always make sure to eat anyway.
Yeah, with vodka, you always need to have some type of.
It's always like before I could just drink it and I'd be fine. As of late, it was just like I just can't really that well.
That smells like good old straight whiskey right there, good buddy. It smells like good old.
Oh, it smells like whiskey.
Like literally, if you just imagine what whiskey smelled like.
If you drink before and you drink at all, and you have an idea of just how whiskey already smells and kind of tastes, it smells like whiskey. It's whiskey.
It's whiskey. It's shit. I mean, that's what JT or Mr. or Boots, as his friends called him.
Sometimes we call him Puss.
Would say is that this known by his friends as JT or simply Boots. This Kentucky lawman and entrepreneur and connoisseur of fine whiskey was convinced he had perfected bourbon whiskey. I'd say
we'll see about that.
It smells like bourbon whiskey. You can do the pour this time.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot because I want to know an idea. Get a good taste, good taste. Small amount first. You know, just get a taste, and then we'll mix it with our wonderful root beer. Oh, I smell that whiskey.
The second time I smelled that, my stomach actually was like, bro, are you sure about that? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
So you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Ready for some whiskey?
My body is telling me no, but my mind is telling me yes.
Well, the show's just telling me I don't have a choice. Not that bad. It's whiskey.
Yeah, it's whiskey.
It's bourbon whiskey.
It's bourbon whiskey.
But I can't really say anything special about it. But
It's bourbon. It's whiskey.
yeah,
It's not overly smoky. It's not oaky too much. It's not.
I see why he was convincing me the perfect one. It's like
There's no crazy like cinnamon or vanilla to try to give it
there's
like
nothing
an
really
extra
too strong
kick.
about
It's
it
just-
at all. It's just
It's bourbon and whiskey.
I see why he's convincing me the perfect one. He literally made bourbon whiskey.
He literally just made bourbon whiskey. He was like, we don't need to add all that extra shit. It doesn't need cinnamon. What about vanilla? Doesn't need vanilla. What about turmeric? Doesn't it?
Okay.
What about? Okay, you know what? I need everybody that thinks they have an idea to get the fuck out of this room right now.
Because the only idea you should be having
Is it bourbon whiskey?
is it bourbon whiskey? And it's bourbon whiskey.
It's bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, I like it. I like it in that regard. Like, because usually with bourbon whiskey in general, I usually don't like the taste of it that much, but because they usually add like vanilla or cinnamon, and usually it's not my cup of tea for the bourbon whiskey. But
I just realized I said town marshal. It's like, oh, when you said lawman, you meant like he was like sheriff.
all right, get ready to start mixing, and we're gonna taste these and see how wonderful it is. All right, and Q, will you start us off with the manga you want to talk about, my guy?
Okay. Yeah. So the manga I want to talk about today is going to be a manga I actually just recently picked up and actually caught up to again because you guys know me. I like to read quickly.
He doesn't like to stop.
I don't stop. I'm already almost caught up to One Piece, and I started One Piece about maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I took a good little solid break just
But
because
he
I started
took
reading.
breaks.
I obviously had my other mangas that updated, and I was looking for more manga to read because I was like, okay, I can't just read One Piece all the way through because eventually I'm gonna get, I'm not gonna be paying attention because I'm just gonna be trying to look for the next like big moment, which happens with like those type of mangas that have really long text and all that good stuff and a lot of pages and a lot of information to give you. That if you continuously read it nonstop, eventually what you start doing is that you start skipping moments in the manga that are very important. So I mean, even if it's like, it's like a very subtle detail. That's like it's very minor, but at the same time, it can come back later on in the story that will make you be like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
And you don't want to miss that.
It's
So, the manga I'm talking about today is going to be Kuma Kuma Bear. Kuma Kuma Bear is essentially another isekai manga. It's going to be about a woman who was considered to be one of the greatest solo players inside of a VR MMORPG. She was a introvert, or she actually kind of basically still is an introvert. She's just, isekai, you kind of have to do things that are normally outside of what you know to do. It's an isekai, different world, body, yada.
You know how
Anyway,
isekais work by now.
you know how isekais work. And if you don't know how isekais work, you should start watching or reading a lot of any of them. Start with
I saw the ones the time it was reincarnated into a slime.
Well,
And it's 2 seasons of it too.
It's fairly new, so yeah, start with like, Tommy got reincarnated as a slime. You can read or watch that.
ReZero's pretty good. There's a
Princess Connect, you can watch that.
that one's technically an isekai.
That one's technically one.
There's Overlord, but that one's kind of more gruesome. This depends on you.
God forbid, sort of. That's delicious. Fuck, that's delicious. Tastes
Yeah,
like
right?
tastes like a root beer float.
Yeah. if you're desperate for something,
if you're really desperate and you just want to find something, sort out online.
that is technically an isekai. Technically, isn't Dot Hack also technically an isekai, or is that just the world? I can't remember.
Dot Hack and Log Horizon.
Yeah, I know Log Horizon for sure.
They're both considered one. So yeah.
Oh, and hey, if you want another technical isekai, the Devil's a part-timer.
That's technically an isekai.
That is technically an isekai. And
Overly Cautious Hero, you can check that out too.
Oh, by the way, I am definitely hyped for season 2 of Devil is a Part-Timer. You have no idea.
Or if you want to just have a bunch of
Outside with that.
parody moments of isekais just to get a general idea of isekai, watch Isekai Quartet. There's a lot.
Actually, with isekai,
basically go to Google, type up isekai, and anime, manga, whatever your preferred platform of viewing is, and just go ahead and browse and see what catches your interest.
personally, when it comes to Isekai Quartet, I highly recommend you actually watch the shows that appear of characters first, because because here's the thing.
There's a lot of subtle jokes in
Yeah,
there.
the funny thing is, some of the things I watched from there, I didn't get, but when I watched some of the other shows, like I finally watched Tanya, this Saga of Tanya the Evil, and now most of the jokes I laugh harder at when involving her character. I need to watch ReZero so I can get every joke that's been presented there. And Super takes his L's, as far as I know, just as well in his actual show that he does here too. Oh, and also we finally learned what the ketchup joke was, and we're both mad.
Yeah, we learned what the ketchup joke was.
Simple
It's kind of disappointing when it was like how simple it was, and that we were just thinking it had something completely bigger to, like, so just way bigger meaning that we just were just totally missing. I was like, maybe this is just only like a nation thing. Like maybe there's just something like in Japan that's just funny about ketchup.
And
no, it has nothing to do. It's
so simple. We feel like idiots.
The joke that Nafumi was playing on Raptalia about why she liked ketchup was actually just a wholesome moment of almost like a dad making fun of his daughter of why she chooses ketchup. Like, I know why he chose ketchup, because of that one time where we were first having a meal together, and I gave you a little flag and I put a little ketchup mark on it, and then you had your food with ketchup and you thought it was delicious, and you were extra happy because of that little flag. Look at you.
We were both really.
That was the joke. That was it. That was what they were hinting at when he was laughing at Raptalia for choosing ketchup as a condiment. I was like, wait, what? Why is that? Why? And yeah, that was the reason.
Oh, we also understand the joke with. We finally learned the joke of why Subaru chose mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, because his
I didn't know that at all.
They basically just like treasure mayonnaise.
His family, they just
bathe in it.
They love their mayonnaise, and it's just like, bro, I like mayonnaise too, light mayo on some things, but but
apparently, if you actually bathe in mayonnaise, I'm not saying go do it. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying go buy a bunch of mayo and then start just bathing in that.
I am.
But shut your face. But apparently mayo is actually supposed to be very good for your skin. The fats and oils inside of it are supposed to be very revitalizing inside the skin. So if you actually were to soak yourself in mayo, it's supposed to make your skin basically,
Do you want to feel like a baby's bottom?
Anyway, so
yeah, we're supposed to talk about.
Back to Kuma Kuma Bear.
I forgot. Sorry.
So yeah, Kuma Kuma Bear is is isekai manga that I was saying about a woman that high-ranking player inside of VMR, virtual reality MMORPG, and she essentially she wins like some event contest, and I got pretty deep into it, so I don't remember the beginning too well. But so she gets to this reward part where she gets to choose a chest, which is pretty normal in MMORPGs. You choose a random chest, see what you get, and she picks a chest. In this chest, what she receives is this bear suit. It's literally a reversible black and white bear suit with a black and white bear gloves and black and white bear shoes.
It's cute.
It's fucking adorable. It's a fucking adorable suit, but she's like, I don't know about wearing this inside of a game. that's supposed to be kind of serious. Like, I just don't see myself wearing that all the time. Like, this is what she's just thinking to herself. But the stats on the suit are actually kind of, they're really broken. So the black suit basically makes it so that all your offensive is based on your level. Meaning, for her, who was the highest level at level 99, her black bear suit makes it so that all her skills now will also reflect off her level entirely. That means skills that are usually level locked, basically, nah, fuck that. You can now have this slash be that normally it cuts down a tree, now you can slice a mountain. Why? You're level 99.
And guess what? Level 99s, they deserve to slash a couple mountains.
You know? Hey, you want to cast the weakest fireball spell that usually could, like, maybe burn an enemy? Guess what? Now you can evaporate an entire lake.
Why? Yeah,
why? You're level 99. You deserve it.
You deserve it. You worked hard.
You know, you worked really hard. And then the white bear suit is essentially the ultimate defense, where it has automatic health regeneration, stamina regeneration, and
you're the white mage.
You're basically a white mage for yourself, just wearing the white bear suit. So it's like, yeah, after all that fuck nigga shit, fuck boy shit that you do with your with the black bear suit.
I like how the black bear's fuck nigga.
You know, you just destroy everything, right? You know, you take out everything, then you swap to the white bear suit, take a nap for like, I don't know,
3 days. Why not?
Not even 3 days.
You're not. No, you're level 99. You deserve it.
You're level 99. You can take a nap for like 3 minutes. To guess what? Full health, full stamina, full mana. You're ready to go. And the gloves and the boots also kind of help in like those regards. The gloves help with more offensive. The boots help with like movement and stamina recovery, so that you can run around without feeling like, ooh, I'm tired. So yeah, that's kind of cool.
Basically, it's a broken item.
And then later on, you figure out that, you know, she can summon 2 bears, one white, one black. They're really adorable bears. They're big. They're big. They're big bears. But it's a big bear. Everybody that first sees the bear, they're like, "Is that a monster?" And they're like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh no. These are my summoned creatures." Are you sure? Because those are really big bears. I've never seen someone summon 2 big ass bears.
My bears.
These are my bears, and they're like,
Right.
And then they all eventually fall in love with the bear. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's natural.
No, you know, it's natural. Cute, big cute things are obviously going to be, you know, they're nice.
Cute.
They're cute. They're big. You want to cuddle them. They're cute. Anyway, so she's like, I don't really think I'm gonna wear that. And lo and behold, this NPC starts asking her this like survey questions, like, oh, how do you know? What do you do for a living? You know, is there anybody in your life that's worth mentioning? You know, is there anybody that you care about?
No,
Do you have any relationships? What do you feel about the bear suit that you got?
It's like it's making sure it's
Essentially, what was basically happening was that God was actually asking her these questions to see, hey, you seem very strong. You know what you're doing inside a fantasy world. Essentially, the world that I'm in charge in is a fantasy world, so...
He's very considerate. He's trying to make sure, do you have anything going on?
It's like, you got anything going on? No?
Because if you got stuff going on, I'm not going to grab
What's the one thing you truly care about? She said money. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, make sure that all the money that you received in this world, we transfer over to the other world inside of its currency. So you're good to go there. All right, do you have anybody that you have withhold attachments to? She actually hated her family. She really hated her family because her parents were very neglectful. Oftentimes just, you know, ignored her. So she actually despised her family and knew that her family didn't care much for her either. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, no. And he's like, do you have a lover? And he's like, no. And he's like, all right. How do you feel about the bear suit that you got? She's like, well,
it's cute.
It's cute. And so he's like, all right, cool. Then we'll make the bear suit like your thing. This is what you wear. And so he takes her, transports her into his world where she's now level 1. Of course, you know, isekai, you gotta start off.
You gotta start from the bottom.
Like every video game, even like video games that have continuations, which, you know, always makes every player kind of feel almost a little upset at the start. It's like, you mean to tell me that I did all that work in the first game, only to come into the second game and just see all that shit taken away from me by some like plot convenience?
Hey, you took a week off.
God of War.
White Knight Chronicles.
God of War did that shit hard, man. Oh my god.
Actually, no, White Knight Chronicles, no. They actually, White Knight Chronicles hooked you up, actually.
You know,
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you didn't get hooked up in God of War, though.
you know, in God of War, it was just like, haha, I got all this power, I got all these weapons, this is awesome. Zeus just came and took all that shit. I was like, bruh.
You know what happened in White Knight Chronicles? What happened is, if you want to just start playing the game, it'll put you at a default level that'll help you survive for what the level is around that world. At least from the beginning area of that world. But if you're playing from the first game, moving on to the second one, they were just like, oh, all right, you keep going on, you chat, you deserve it.
Nice. See, that's a good game. You know.
And then like it raised the levels of the monsters. It raised the level of the monsters too from the beginning to match what your highest level was. I was like,
that makes sense.
all right,
cool. His challenge is still there.
PS2 games had it right.
PS2 games did have it right.
Because White Knight Chronicles 1 was 1 and 2 was both a PS2 game, and then they remastered it on the PS3.
Listen, PS2 games and Xbox, original Xbox, had it right.
I knew what they were doing.
Okay, look, listen, Fable.
Mm-hmm.
That Fable is still one of my favorite games to this day.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
It's like Mass Effect. Yes, I love Mass Effect.
So far,
absolutely. But Fable holds a special heart in my place. 2 and 3 can kiss my ass, really, realistically. But the first one, oh my god.
Like all I know is like PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. They were in the same time. Oh my god, we had it good.
Yeah, dude, we had it good. PS2, Xbox, and the GameCube.
GameCube has still one of the best consoles.
Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Like, oh my god, Luigi's Mansion. Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh my god.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Wind Waker.
Oh, that's right. Twilight Princess did come out on the GameCube.
Yeah.
I played that game. I got stuck on one part for a little while, and then I got out of it, and I was like, all right, cool.
Dude, like, we had it
and then we
good.
Moved. I can't remember what happened to my GameCube. I think we sold it.
Yeah, we had it good, dude. We were kind of spoiled.
We really were.
Nowadays, games like some of them are. There's two games that become popular. Games that usually end up sucking because they don't try anymore, or games where they didn't try, but it's just fun, arcadey kind, like like Among Us, where like it's not intellectual. It's just a fun game.
The other thing about Among Us is intellectual is realistically whoever you're playing with. It's
it's arcadey. It's an arcadey game.
It's supposed to be like a little horror mystery thing that you play, almost like Clue. Like, hey, who killed who inside a who room? Only with what part? Because it doesn't matter what they killed him with.
He's dead.
He dead. Someone killed him.
We gotta solve that. He dead.
That was the kind of one thing that was kind of fucked up about Clue when you really think about it. It's like, all right, you found out who killed him, but what'd they kill him with? You gotta find all this information. Let the police figure that out.
I'm just a schmuck who try not to get killed.
I'm a schmuck trying not to get killed. I'm trying to find the killer while we still have 30 people that can help out.
We need to tackle this guy.
Wait a minute. We're missing one. Okay, 29 people that can help out. What about the 30th one? He might be dead already. Or she. I don't know.
They're dead. We're writing them off.
So yes, Kuma Kuma Bear. Very fun, very cute little manga. I would definitely recommend it for you if you want to have something that also has just a lot of moe moments, and then you also get bear puns. There's bear puns throughout the whole thing. It's almost like if Teddy from Persona wrote his own manga about a cute bear girl.
How do you know Teddy from Persona didn't write this manga?
I don't, but that's the thing. It sounds like something he would. There's a lot of bear jokes, and everything is bear related.
Everything. Every time he shows me something from that manga, I notice it's still bear related.
It's bear related. She creates like a giant hole in the ground shaped in the face of a bear. She creates a house, bear house. Bath, bear bath.
Everything, the suit does everything bear for you. So
her fireballs are walking bears. They're walking balls of fire, of bear fire.
She has a bear gun.
She has a bear gun. She can create bear golems.
Yeah, she has a revolver, she shoots it, and a bear comes out that's holding another.
That's holding another bear, shooting, and that has another bear gun, ready to fire out another bear holding a bear gun. Infinite amount of bears.
It's the only way.
If you like bears, and you like moe girls, and you like badass guys getting folded by moe girls, Kuma Kuma Bear is for you. And for those of you that are not Japanese, just to let you know, Kuma Kuma Bear just basically translates to bear, bear, bear.
Bear, bear, Japanese, but then English bear.
So yeah, you got Japanese bear, bear, and then you got English bear. So bear, bear, bear.
Bear, bear, bear.
Now you know.
Yep.
All right, Alex, it is time for your manga recommendation.
All right, this one actually is a webtoon that's based in China. This one is in China. So this it's in China. All right, but all right, anyway.
It's in China, darling.
But
China.
It's what's it called? It's called I Was Trash. Yeah, you might be thinking, all right, how is this dude trash? It's just because he was a spineless fuck.
Pretty much.
Like he was a spineless twit, in my opinion. He was honestly, he was so spineless that he would be a cuck, but not by his own choice, and he would just deal with it. That's the kind of guy he kind of was to me. Like
he's
literally,
he's not.
He was engaged to this chick where she was like breaking up. He was just like, ooh. And like literally, if they didn't break off their marriage, I swear to God, she would have been like fucking some other dude. He would have came home to it, saw it, and she's like, "Get out, we're busy." And he was like, "Sorry, darling," and then you just leave, and I'm just like,
dude, where did all your masculinity come?
But then one fateful night, while he's chilling on the balcony, his uncle comes to check on him, and his goddamn douchebag of an uncle pushes him off the ledge to die.
Tries to kill his nephew.
And he did die, but
like and that little sniveling piece of waste of weakless, spineless jellyfish arm-having self died that night. They got him to the hospital. He was pronounced dead.
Alas, though, while he was dead, some spirit from some other dude was just like, "Oh, cool, body. I need that." And he just came in right there, and he just his look changed, not by a lot. I know he looks slightly different than what he was doing. All he really looks like, he just now standing up straight.
He grew taller.
He grew taller, and he now stands up straight. And
shoulders got a little bit more broad. Basically, they're just like.
He looks kind of the same. He looks the same, but he just doesn't look as like.
He's more confident.
You know? Yeah, he's just like, yeah, he has a smile. I want to punch him in the face, and I like him, but his face, I want to punch. He looks like, yeah, you're kind of an asshole. You didn't say anything yet, but you're an asshole.
You're kind of an asshole. You haven't said anything to me yet, but I feel like you're kind of an asshole.
And apparently in this world, there's a huge thing about cultivation, and then, people in the shadows of China that can do fucking ancient arts and stuff like that.
Ancient arts and cultivation that make themselves more powerful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now if you decide to go read this. Let me see how much I got on the timer right here. Give me a second. Stop and start. There we go, because at the 29-minute mark. So, here's the thing. If you're gonna go into this, here's the thing. Just know a lot of shit happens all at the same time.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
You're gonna forget some shit. And the best thing you can do is, honestly, I recommend you, if you're reading this, bring out a notepad and write down things that sound like they're key important to you.
Even if they don't sound important to you, it might be important.
Yeah, just write it down just in case, because you're gonna forget the fuck all about it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I forgot about it."
It's like you're gonna be reading it like, who? Oh yeah, right. You.
You're that
Listen,
guy.
don't throw like 7 and 8 different things at you in just one chapter, and then that one chapter they'll bring up one of those 7 or 8 different things, like 5, 10, 15, 25, 50 chapters later.
You're just like,
you don't know what order they're gonna be in.
No,
and it'll just show up.
There's a part where, okay, I'm trying my best not to give spoilers because we're still waiting for this to happen. Let's just say he has to go tell someone and give someone a specific item, and that was like 30 plus chapters ago, and he still has not gotten to see that person.
He still hasn't seen that person. Here's the thing, supposedly he's also supposed to work with that person. Hasn't seen that person for work either, so.
Yep. guess what? He's supposed to be in a movie. They haven't worked on that movie in a while.
They haven't really worked on that movie. The last time they worked on that movie
was the first time they talked about it.
Was the first time they talked about it, and the next time they talked about it,
now
the
he's in
actress
America.
almost got raped.
And now he's in America.
Now he's in America.
Doing American things in New York.
Doing America.
No, he's not in America. See, he's in America.
America, that's right. They don't even call it America. It's America.
They're
American.
They're in America. They're in America.
That's right. The Chinese know what we like.
No, just, yeah, I promise you. Like, you want to actually, this is a series, you actually have to pay attention to everything. Because if you don't, you're going to forget about it.
And don't get confused by Green Snake.
No. Yeah, when you see Green Snake, just know he's Green Snake.
He's Green Snake.
When you see Green Snake, you're not going to think...
is Green Snake. That's it. End of the conversation.
When you look at him, you're going to say, hey, is that? And I'm going to like, no, that's Green Snake.
Hey, isn't that? No, it's Green Snake.
You're like, no, that's definitely not. Don't say it copyright. That's Green Snake.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to hear it. Green Snake.
You'll understand if you decide to read it. You'll understand. I highly recommend. It's still fun, and I do like that everything still connects. It all still connects.
Yep.
Thank God.
Green Snake's mortal enemy. Black wrote it.
Yup. Yeah, right on that money on that one. But no, seriously, the funny thing about this is, even though there's a lot of shit happening and it kind of seems like, did they just forget about it? No, trust me, they didn't forget.
They didn't forget.
They just don't give a shit about it right now, and they'll care later.
Listen, the thing is, they're trying to give off so much different stories at you each chapter, to the point where the thing is, they're just continuing off all these stories. So literally, it's literally like a tree. You start off with one story. You start off at one little seed, and that seed grows up to be a little bit bigger, and then that big trunk takes off to multiple branches, and all those branches are very important to the actual foundation of the entire tree. But there's a lot of fucking branches, so you got to remember each branch, because each branch connects and correlates with the story in some type of way. And it's going to be mentioned at some point in time. You don't know when. Could be now. Could be 10 months from now. Could be hundreds of years from now. Trees can live for a long time. So, essentially, that's kind of how that story works for
Irish
Trash. Is,
there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening.
Let me tell you something. His friend Fatty.
Oh God, Fatty he's a guy.
He's a guy. And all I call him is friend Fatty because you're not going to understand why his name is... You're not going to really understand his name is Fatty. You're not going to understand where he came from. You might be thinking that maybe that's just a childhood friend of the guy who, before he got taken over by the cultivator.
No.
You know what? Good luck. I wish you luck in understanding.
Oh my God, it's just... no, that's funny because there's a scene where the main character did some badass shit in the building. And gunfire went off, mind you. And, basically, dude, he's getting arrested by cops, right? And Fatty's just like, hey, man, what are you doing here? And I was just like, no. Well, I was just like, no. Fatty, what are you doing here?
Yeah, Fatty's always in the right place at the right time. Main character gets arrested for beating up some people that kidnapped somebody, and, he's walking out in handcuffs, and his best friend Fatty's just there. Hey man, what are you doing here?
No.
All right, Fatty.
Hello, Fatty.
It's like, don't worry about it, Fatty. I just need you to pass off this. I just need you to call this number, and everything will be. And tell him what happened here. And everything will be fine. It's like, I don't think Fatty knows what happened here because he's wondering why you're here.
He's like, just tell him my name. I'm just like. And I was still asking Fatty, what were you doing?
But
the thing is, Fatty has no sus going on right now in regards to who he is for me. He's a guy.
He's a guy. He's there.
He hasn't caused anything. But it's just so funny because I'm like, Fatty, what were you doing there?
Fatty, what are you doing over there? Why are you at this gambling casino? What are you doing?
Fatty.
Like, Fatty, why you showing up at the weirdest moments? What the hell?
And I don't get it. It made me laugh. I seriously went. I remember he was on the balcony. When I got there, I was just like, yeah, dude. I was like, what the hell is Fatty doing here? Because I think you were slightly ahead of... No, I was ahead of you.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I asked you what chapter you were on. And I was like, oh, dude, remember that scene where Fatty just showed up? And it was just like, were you also thinking, what the hell
I didn't understand that. He
was
just
there.
popped in. He's just like, Fatty's like a ninja.
He just shows up and it's just like, hold on, no, not
Like,
what is he doing here?
Fatty, what are you doing here?
And the fact that everyone calls him Fatty is funny.
That's the thing. You
Like-
think that would just be like his nickname between him and his friend. No, everybody just
Everyone
comment.
calls him that.
Everybody comments on his weight. Everybody.
Everyone, even
Everybody.
strangers.
Strangers.
That fat young man is right.
It's like,
No,
you didn't have to
you
have
didn't
that
to call-
fat young man. You could have just said that young man is right. You could have just left the fat part out entirely.
I would have been. You could have just said that young. I was the one that just spoke. You could have just said that young man is correct.
But no.
Nah, you're like that fat young man,
That
right? I'd have-
fat young man is right on the money.
if I was there, I'd have just been like, you know, you didn't have to.
You didn't have to say that at all. Everything about you could have not said anything, and it would have been just as effective.
It would have gone through the same exact way. Yep, and that's the one I recommend for y'all. I highly recommend it. You're gonna love it.
It's good. Iowa's trash is good.
All right.
It's good.
Oh, jeez.
So now we're gonna get on to anime, but before that, I'm gonna kill my drink because I'm only 25% of the way. Well, 34%, 35% of the way there.
Oh God. No, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, we're actually getting low on battery already. Oh, and see, it drained some of the battery when I was doing the test.
Oh, that's right.
Damn it. And that took like, what, 20 minutes? Because it was taking forever.
Let's just combine the anime because the thing is, I think we've already talked about the one I talked about before. I don't want to do that again.
Okay, yeah, we can both talk about the next one. We'll just blast on through.
We'll pass on through. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about anime coming up right now.
And the one I want to discuss is...
No, I'll just top you off. There we go.
All right, I want to... That scared me.
Don't worry.
That was-
What do you think I'm gonna do? Just...
That scared me because that was a lot.
All right, there you go,
We're talking
buddy.
about Demon King, the Mao. The reason why I want to
Demon
talk,
King, the Mao.
the reason why I want to talk about this show is because it's actually a solid banger, and also good news anyway. If the camera dies for this one, it doesn't matter. This one's still recording. The audio's not gonna be perfect, but you know what? As long as we blast through, who cares? All right, they'll survive. So when it comes down to Demon King, the Mao, the reason why I'm recommending this show is not because it's like compelling in a crazy way. It's not like it's a really nothing I can do about that.
You know what? It's fine.
I tried.
Let's keep the ball
Alright, so-
rolling like that cap was rolling.
Yeah, so basically, it's a pretty solid harem in my opinion. It's a good harem. I do think it's a solid harem where the main character, he's not unbearable. He's not the type of main character. He's not a.
No background things, man. Just keep talking, man.
So okay.
Yeah, I'll go into the background so you can't see me.
So alright, so I do highly recommend this just because the main character, he's not the type of main character where like, oh, he's a dumb idiot. He's not really all too conflicted. Actually, he doesn't even like have feelings really for anybody, which is kind of interesting. He's kind of just like, I don't really give a shit. And I mean, later if you read the manga, hey, he achieves the true harem dream. He's a simple man. You know what? All these bitches love him. You know what he does, Q? He marries all of them.
He marries all of them.
I was actually probably like, did you just marry all of them?
Yeah, he did.
And you know what's the best part? It ends with basically another adventure happening. And you're just like, so that just happened and we're ending right here? Yup. Done.
Also, they plugged a dragon into a USB port.
Yeah, no, that dragon's cool.
A USB cord plugged into the dragon. I don't fully understand
Honestly, the dragon.
Yes, behind it.
The dragon sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I summon USB dragon in attack position.
It's like, what does he do? He can plug. You can plug. Yeah. Takes over things.
Yeah, that's a good card effect, Q. You got it right on. Nail right on the thing. You got it. So anyway,
Nail right on the thing. You put the hammer on the nail and the nail through the wood and the wood into the thing.
You put the lime in the coconut, and you mixed it all up. But
shook that motherfucking coconut.
yeah, so it is a series where I do recommend in regards to the main character actually being interesting. He's really against. He is kind of the edgy, like I control my fate. God doesn't tell me what to do.
And then God was just like,
God was like, I do tell you what
Dumau.
You're the Mao.
You're the Mao.
You are Mao.
That dumbass bird.
You are the Mao. And basically, when he reset everything with USB Dragon,
USB Dragon was like, well, I'm gonna make my boy Demao because he's Demao.
he's gonna be in the Mao. And
He's like, all right, finally I can just be a regular guy, and I don't have to worry about being the Demon King. He puts his hand on the bird, and the bird's like, Demao. He's like,
that's a reference to a video you're gonna see on Monday. That was funny. That's a reference to right now for the ad we were doing was reference to 29 to JK that you'll definitely see on Monday. Yeah, go check that out, you bastards. But honestly, yeah, that's the only reason.
Whoa.
What?
What? There's probably only like a good percentage of them that are bastards. Can't call them all bastards.
I mean, no, it's like that's what I call my subscribers.
No.
Yo, what's up, you bastards? It's your boy, CTM.
You gotta call them what they actually are. You cretins! There you go.
You peasants.
Yeah, heathens.
Funny. But yeah, the mount, pretty solid, pretty fun. It's your standard ecchi harem.
Yeah, it is.
Don't go in here expecting some deep story. You're not gonna get it.
What? That story's deep as hell, man.
It's your standard harem.
They had flashbacks and everything. That didn't really matter much.
I'm gonna say, yeah, they had like 3 flashbacks, and they were all from the same person.
they really did not matter.
Actually, no, maybe like 5, and from 2 different people.
No, and thinking about it, the thing is, their flashbacks really didn't even
It didn't affect the story.
Matter at all.
It
wasn't even really for character progression. It was just more of like, oh, these characters do actually know each other.
This happened in the past. That's what things they do. They did it.
It was.
It really, yeah. The flashbacks were pointless. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a fun show.
It was a fun show.
You get to see panties, in which everyone cares about in anime. That's the tier. That's how you choose whether or not if it's a top tier anime or it's a garbage anime.
And for you perverts out there,
there's
a girl that has to get naked because she turns invisible, and only she can be fully invisible when she has no clothes on.
Yep, and you know what? That's all that really matters. You know, we're here for the simple things. There's another girl, the Soon. She always gets stripped naked. You know why? Because she's a Soon, and that's the law of the land. If you are a Soon, you will be stripped by the sheer power of the boy.
Listen, either when you're a Soon, 2 things are gonna happen. Either you're gonna get stripped naked by the main character, or you're gonna get groped by the main character.
And that happens to her for all of them. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
You're the Soon. Sorry, it's in your script.
She got the dual effect though, where you oh no, I ran into you and I had to try to stop myself. So when I put my arms out to grab the ground, suddenly my left hand and my right hand was touching something softer than I thought.
Even though,
and then my face landed and also something softer than I thought.
I thought that trope was so dumb because when someone falls on me, my first instinct isn't to do this. They're shorter than you, man. What are you doing this like that? Oh God, I gotta be careful. Let me just. There we go. Ah, God. This was an accident. Dude, just say you wanted to grab some tits. Honestly, I respect you more. Be like my boy. Is it Issei? From High School DxD? Issei?
I think so.
Be like him. He just wanted to grab tits, and he let him know I'm here to grab tits. I like him. He's straight to the point. He ain't playing the ball. He ain't hiding the ball from you. He's letting you know he's a pervert, and we're okay with that. We like our perverts. They're honest. I like my honest perverts. I hate those guys. I hate the nice guys. Those guys suck. Those guys suck. Major donkey penis. We all agree.
Yeah.
Because you know why they're a nice guy? Because you're a nice guy.
And you know what? Because you're a nice guy, and he's a nice guy, and he gets all these bitches, you should get all those bitches.
Honestly, like, dude, and the good news is, he's not getting a bunch of bitches because he's a nice guy. He's just getting a bunch of bitches because he's just strong. But it's simple.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're a strong guy.
You're a strong guy, which actually makes a little bit more sense.
In that world and how everything is.
Hell, even in our world, that kind of makes a little
more sense. We need alphas. Oh.
Because, even strong men can have a lot of bitches coming after them just because, like, hey, you're
strong.
You're strong. You
protect.
Can do shit. You protect.
Shit like that.
Unless you're I ain't seen no strong man, homeless man yet. Have you seen one?
They got retards straight. I don't know.
I was like, have you seen a strong man, homeless man, like just a homeless man who's just who's built like the Rock,
I'm
but
like,
yet
where
somehow bigger?
You're like, how you get all those gains? Are you eating other homeless people? Is that the protein?
Like, I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen that. I've seen homeless musicians, homeless singers, homeless accountants, homeless children. I've seen all types of that, but I ain't seen no homeless bodybuilder, bro. I ain't seen no homeless wrestler.
Because they got their shit together, man. They got everything put together. Well, no, homeless wrestlers exist. They just live in their vans. They're making black because they gotta be on the road. They can't afford plane tickets. So they have vans. They live in there.
At least they're even still doing the Smythe thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Can you call that homeless? And it's like, hey, my homeless is my car.
Maybe those guys over there. Those guys over there.
Over there.
Over that way. We're in Hollywood. Everyone's homeless. So anyway, that's all we really have to say. I don't have any much more to say. Except
I didn't have a manga, or no, an anime recommendation because I thought I had one, but then I kind of remembered that I believe we talked about that one before.
We'll make
I
sure
don't want to do that again.
We'll kind of pull this video out of the pocket. We're gonna go straight up next week. We'll actually have something ready for you guys and be a little bit more prepared. I'll actually make sure to charge my battery on my camera so it doesn't die in the recording.
And I had been pre-drinking. I had rum before this.
Oh, you had rum?
Yeah.
You didn't share? Asshole. You sharing rum?
I can always give you some. I got more rum.
Yeah. I'm just being an asshole for no reason. You ain't doing nothing. It's all right.
I got more rum.
I just want to be a jerk to you because it's fun.
But yeah, I got some rum. I've been drinking rum.
Oh, also,
I'm pretty fucking.
We've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi.
We have been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh recently.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun.
Like we've been look at this camera because that one died finally.
All right.
So we've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi, and we're gonna probably make some Yu-Gi-Oh videos at some point.
Pretty soon,
because we've been having blasts, and I want to show off my collection. This is the thing I can flex about. This is whenever I bring girls over back in the day, I used to show girls two things, man. My plushies and my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Let them know I mean business. It shows I'm dedicated.
It does. It shows that he's a dedicated, hardworking, and organized person.
Yeah.
And we all know that the whammon love a hardworking, dedicated, and organized person.
Yeah, I have a little OCD with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just a little bit.
Unless you got some traumas that you kind of like to fuck. That you kind of like somebody who's also kind of fucked up like you, which is weird. Which is fine. It's a thing.
I like
guys are the same way. Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Like me, maybe that makes me a fool.
See? It goes both ways,
Yeah,
a guy who's broken on the inside is gonna try to find a girl who's broken on the inside. A girl who's broken on the inside is gonna find a guy who's broken on the inside. But anyway,
like a bunch of schmucks.
Instead of all that nonsense,
we should say bye.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll say bye. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Come by tomorrow because I'm gonna have. Wait, this goes on Saturday, so we're gonna have some Savage Sundays, and also Q was like thinking it'd be awesome if we do Nomikai Podcast. I almost said that in a different way. I'm gonna say Nomikai Podcast.
Nomikai Podcast.
He wants to try doing Nomikai Podcast. Nomikai Podcasts. We want to do that live one day.
That actually tickled me too much for how
we're gonna try to do it live one day. We haven't decided when, but when the time comes,
when we get the chance
it's gonna be epic.
We're gonna throw it up live. We're gonna throw it up. We're gonna have a live go up, and that way you guys can interact with us while we drink, and then you can drink with us and then tell us what you're drinking, and then we can tell you what we're drinking like we usually do, and then you guys can tell us what you're drinking, and then we
can steal those and pretend like it's our original idea.
And pretend like it's our idea, and then we'll give you no credit whatsoever.
Not even say it was someone who was watching gave us the idea. We're just gonna just presume it was just say, we just thought of it one day.
Yeah, we just thought of it one day. I'm pretty sure some schmuck was talking about it inside some store somewhere.
Yeah, probably at a bar or something. I don't know.
If you want to be some schmuck on this channel, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Of course, to this guy, I don't have a channel because he
doesn't like that stuff.
I'm CTMB lazy.
CTMB lazy.
I'm CTMB lazy. I'm also CTMB background. You know, he's the main character. I'm just the best friend. You remember him. You slightly remember me.
I have to be the main character. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. TikTok already said it.
Bastards. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Oh, yeah, Jethro Tea Boots. It's really
Jethro
good.
Tea Boots.
It's
Remember
good.
that.
It's good bourbon whiskey.
Jethro Tea Boots,
Like-
not Jethro.
Jethro Tea Boots.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your bourbon whiskey.
And it's
I can actually recommend
It's
this.
bourbon,
I can
and
recommend
it's whiskey.
this. I recommend this if you just want some bourbon whiskey. Alright, that's enough. Bye.
Bye. Root beer goes great with it, by the way. Bye.